Infantry. So this figure has been a very long delayed figure. It was originally supposed to come out back in Series 5, but instead Sergeant Johnson got put in that series, and he was pushed back now to Series 8. So he should have came out back in the beginning of, I believe, when should he, no, not the beginning, about late 2008. So, I mean not 2008, 2009. So it's been quite a while. So anyways, got them at GameStop, as you can see, $10.99. Halo, the Halo 3 collection, 26 moving parts, new character, comes with a battle rifle, also a magnum, and a backpack. But anyways, it's basically the same exact figure as Sergeant Johnson, just with a new head sculpt and backpack. Here's the bottom, nothing special, and then here's the whole series. So you got Halo 2 Master Chief, the Marine, the Elite with aesthetic armor, the White EOD, which is exclusive to specialty stores, the Orange Elite Combat, which is exclusive to Toys R Us, ODST Buck, the Brute Captain in the VCR mode, which is from Halo 3 ODST, ONI Operative Dare, that version is without her helmet, and that's exclusive to GameStop. Arbiter Ripa Rami, or whatever you call his name, and also the Black Mark IV, which is exclusive to Target. So, that's pretty much it for the box part of the review, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Okay, it's Commander Car 180 here back again, and I now have the Marine Infantry unboxed. So, he's pretty much exactly the same figure as Sergeant Johnson from Series 5, which you can see here. So as you can compare them, it's pretty much the same figure. The only differences is on his forearms here, there used to be a swivel on him, but instead, and also it had hinged wrists on him. Instead, they just decided to take out the swivel forearms and just put in ball-jointed wrists. So that's a much better improvement, in my opinion. But other than that, the only difference is his his head, and the backpack, and his forearms. So that's pretty much it. As you can see, the paint's also changed a little bit. I prefer the Sergeant Johnson paint job better because it's got a deeper green, but whatever. Also, as you can notice, is if you look on the shoulder pads for Johnson and the Marine's shoulder pads are upside down. And the sad thing is about that is that they're glued on. So I think that was a factory mistake, but you can fix it by taking a hair dryer to it for about 30-40 seconds, and then just so it softens up the glue and plastic, and then you can just turn them around real quick, and then put some cold water to freeze it to make it stay in that position. But that's the only real flaw about this figure. The only other flaw was he can't really hold his battle rifle that easily, but you can get him to hold it in a somewhat decent position. But that's pretty much the only flaws about this figure. So for accessories, he comes with the battle rifle, of course. It's the bigger version, but it doesn't come with a peg. And he also comes with the Magnum, which has its own peg on it, which can fit in this little hole on his thigh here. It's exactly the same as Sergeant Johnson's. I guess you consider his backpack an accessory, even though you can't take it off, but it is glued onto the figure. But the details they did on this backpack are really, really nice. It has a little pin pad with a screen on there, which are individually painted. It's got a phone here, it's got some pouches, it's got a fold-up tent, and it also has an antenna, so it's really nice. But you can't take it off, though. One thing to be very careful about is when you're taking your figure out, be really careful because the plastic is surrounding the antenna so it doesn't break. So when you try to pull it out, it might scrape the paint off, and that's what's happened to quite a few people already that's gotten this figure and reported about it. So just be careful when you're opening up the figure. Just move it out very slowly. And I managed to get mine out with no paint scraping or anything. So I'm very happy about that. The only other thing that's new about this figure is his head sculpt. It was originally supposed to have the goggles here were supposed to be clear and you could see his eyes, but they ended up painting over him, so that kind of sucked. But it's really nice though. The skin's got a nice tone to it. Doesn't look that plasticky. For articulation, he's got ball-jointed head. He also has ball-hinged shoulders, ball-hinged elbows, ball-jointed wrists, ball-jointed waist, ball-jointed hips, ball hinged knees and ball jointed ankles. So, pretty good figure. Nice, decent amount of detail. No really flaws or anything. But I am going to give him a 5 out of 5, even though the flaws are very minor, but they can be fixed. So, anyways, that's pretty much it for this figure, and I'll see you guys in